Good morning, everyone. Dan Bates, President and CEO, Greater Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, and thank you for joining us on Coffee and Conversation. Today, we're going to be hearing from Megan O Brien. She's the Outreach and Engagement PR Specialist with the Better Business Bureau, and she is serving Southern Ohio, Northern Kentucky, and Southeast Indiana, big territory. So we'll be hearing from her in just a little bit about the protocol. This is a Zoom meeting, so if you have questions of the presenter, I'm sure she won't mind if you interrupt her. If you are on Facebook Live, which is where our largest audience always is, type in your questions and we will repeat them and get them answered by Megan. So with that, you know why we're here and what the protocol is. You know who I am. We're going to find out who some of you are. So Tiffany.
Make sure I'm unmuted. Hi, I'm Tiffany Grubb, Director of Marketing with the Greater Hamilton Chamber. We're going to go around. So Jason, can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jason. I'm the Director of Membership and Engagement with the Greater Hamilton Chamber.
All right, Laura?
Hello, I'm Laura Merrill with the Greater Hamilton Chamber.
All right, and then Laura, do you want to introduce Megan?
So Megan, we're so excited to have you here today. So we let you kick it off and take it away.
All right. I'm so excited to be here and share some great information, great tips. Can I take the control of the screen right now? Okay. All right. So, as introduced, I am Megan O Brien with the Greater Cincinnati BBB. We have 25 counties that we service, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys and share some really useful information as small business owners. Things to really keep an eye out. These are trending. This information is from our risk report that we do every year. It's a full report of all activity risk around the country, and all brought together in this neat report. And then from there, we create these presentations to share with the community. So these are from Greater Cincinnati. These are trending currently in your community, in our community, and I'm really excited to share about them so we can learn and grow and avoid these scams. So at the BBB, ultimately why we are out here doing this is to create a trustworthy marketplace. It occurs when consumers, including those vulnerable populations, are empowered. We need to protect ourselves from fraud and choose to be better businesses. And a trustworthy marketplace requires both empowered consumers and better businesses. So that's the goal of these presentations, and I am so honored to be here. All right, so today, these are our scams we'll be diving into, learning from, and also providing you some tips on how to avoid these. So the first one is the fake invoice. The second one is the government agency imposter. Of course, we've got the directory scams. Oops, sorry about that. Fake check scams, phishing, business email compromise, vanity ward, fake charity and donation requests, and employment scams. So cruising right along to that. So our first scam is the fake invoice scam. How to spot one of these? It looks like a bill. It can be for a service you may or may not really need. Sometimes the fine print discloses that's in a solicitation. As you can see, there's a sample one over here. This is an actual scam, so we pulled this. We get reports into our office and we get documents, and this is one of them. And so it looks like a legit scam, a legit invoice. So how to protect yourself against this is really understanding how real invoices are delivered. Don't be easily intimidated by those. Create a procedure for inspection invoices. The summer months, we're a little slower, so that's always a good time as we gear up into the fall is, revisit your invoice process. Do you have a second pair of eyes on that? Or you just have your one CPA or your controller? So, that's our tip for that one. I don't know if anyone out there has experienced that. If they want to share a story, you know, you can do so right now. When we do these, when I do these at other chambers, you know, there's a lot of interaction, a lot of sharing. So feel free to, if you have questions or if you have, you know, an example you want to share that this happened to you and the way it happened, and is the more we know, the better, and then we can prevent this from happening.
Megan, I have a question.
Yes.
We brought this up at our executive meeting this week because what I've been seeing a lot of is not necessarily an invoice, but a lot of DocuSigns, and it looks like the real. I mean, it is so real you can't tell it from, you know, real or fake. Has that been pretty widespread, or?
Yes, that continues to be, and the whole goal of those is for you to click, get you off that email, get you off into another format. So if there's any question with that, call the company directly. We recommend calling that company directly, confirming that this is a document that needs to be signed, or have them resend it. But yes, that is also, you know, goes hand in hand with this scam.
And I'm afraid now to sign legitimate ones because you can't tell the difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, we recommend to go call that company directly, or email your point of contact there and have them resend it if you're feeling it's not legit. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. All right, so this one, the government agency imposter scams, this is really popular one as well. So how to spot this one is basically the scammer is threatening to suspend your business license, impose fines, lose trademarks, or impose legal action if you don't pay a fee. You know, we've seen like posing as an agency offering government grants, which is, you know, hot right now. People are looking to like reinvest in their business. They want those grant opportunities. So, you know, this is a good thing to keep an eye on for that. This could be pressure you into buying workplace compliance posters. We've had a lot of calls come into our office for that. So I don't know if anyone out there has experienced that or have any stories regarding this government agency scams.
Yeah, we usually get a letter or two every year asking us, you know, here, would you like to purchase this? You know, no, they're free. I don't need to purchase these things. Why would I
Exactly.
spend money on that? So it's definitely worth investigating before you ever would pay any money for anything to make sure it's something you really need or not.
Correct.
Well, they also tell
Correct.
you that if you don't have them posted, you'll be fined and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And for $132, they can solve that problem for you.
Yes, we hear it daily here for sure. So thank you for sharing. How to protect your business. Research the agency, do a quick search of the offer, address, phone number. Grants are not free, you know, or do businesses typically receive them? So don't trust the names, logos, or seals alone. No agency will ask for payment via gift card, wire transfer, or cryptocurrency. We are blown away how many calls we get of people getting scammed via gift card, wire transfer, or crypto. Like it's almost daily here. So payment should never be those three. So that is the first red flag. I have a whole nother presentation on red flags. So that's the big one, payment. So you know, like, you know, if you feel like this is an imposter, call the government, do a check, do your research, check the agency. And there's always a time pressure feeling for this. So don't feel like, oh, you've got 20 days to purchase these, or your fine will be imposed or doubled. So make sure that, you know, you reach back out, research your agency, call the government, whoever this information's for you, you call them directly. Great. All right, so this is a hot one too, directory scams. You know, we have directories for communities, for neighborhoods, for cities. We have those mailers that come out. We have the business to business directory. So there are a lot of opportunities for scams in this because you want to promote your business. You're successful. You're you're, doing what you want to, you're promoting what you're doing, your services, you want to have specials and deals. So this is a hot one right now, and it has been for a while. So we don't see this one going away. So how to spot this one is, they claim to represent, let's just say, Yellow Pages or another business directory, looking to update your directory information. So a scammer could just grab one of those flyers, catalogs, and just, call that business. Hi, I'm calling from blah, blah, blah. We're looking to update your directory information. Is this information correct? Okay, we need to confirm your billing payment. Then they'll send an invoice. They won't ask for your billing information. They'll just get your mailing, your billing address, that sort of thing. And then they send you an invoice. So it's not an immediate scam. It's built over time. It's like, it's just sharpening the pencil a little bit. So this will be an invoice scam. So this directory scam has turned into an invoice scam, which was the first one we discussed today. So how to protect yourself against this? Research your company first. If you have an invoice that comes in, call that business directly. Verify who you are speaking with. If you have a sales rep, call them directly, contact them, or ask for another method to follow. Before you're giving up information, ask questions about these terms and conditions. Train your staff to inspect these invoices. And this was from the previous slide, the previous two slides. Have a second eyes on these invoices. We have really seen a lot of invoice scams. So we're revisiting that. Have another pair of eyes on it. Protect yourself. And just call these directory companies directly. And they do a great job. They do a great job. They're out there, and they're going to be scammed. Has anybody had a directory scam today that they want to share a story? All right, we will next. Next up, we have the fake check scams. These were hot last year. Still, we've had some reports come in this year, not as many. So how to spot a fake check? You're contacted by a potential customer who or will be in or out of town. They ask to hire you to do your work, but then with another need as well. They send a check covering both jobs with instructions. Oops, let me go back. Sorry about that. The check is fake and the business is on the hook for the portion that was sent away. So how to protect your business? These clients are overpaying you is a red flag. So we've seen, like with college students, they are looking for that quick money. We've seen a lot of ages 18 to 24 being affected by this fake check scam. So they're sending you this large check. They want you to buy your office material out of that, or you want to, buy your supplies out of it. And then you send them the difference. So this overpaying is a red flag. Never transfer money to someone you don't know. If you become a victim, talk with your bank, credit union. Consider positive pay or reverse pay, positive pay programs. So those are out there with your financial institutions. So yeah, so this one with ages 18 to 24, we've seen a lot of that quick turn money with the fake checks. So we actually did a full radio show on this and how these kids are wanting to start their own business. They want to work from home, and this fake check is just they're targeted. So this could be advertised on social media, TikTok. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the employment scams, which we'll be talking about shortly. Has anyone had a fake check come across?
We just had a couple incidents here in Hamilton this past week. And what is surprising is it's well-established businesses with very intelligent CEOs. This came up in a conversation I was having with some people this week. And one of them, who shall remain nameless, like he said, he goes, we let our guard down. We didn't follow all of our protocols. And, they processed a fake check. And so the other thing that came out of it in that conversation, one of our other well-established businesses had a similar thing where they, took a real check and changed the numbers on it and reprocessed it and all this kind of stuff. But what was interesting, they said because it's running so rampant that the banks are getting less willing to, cover the difference. When that happens, that, it's there. And I know this last one, he said his bank's probably not going to cover it because they didn't follow their protocols. And so they're just going to be out the money.
Right. Financial institutions are getting more involved in this as well. So yeah, it's great. And there's a lot of things in place to prevent this from working, but it's still working, So the more conversations we have, the more stories we share, that can be embarrassing, like a company like that, having an established in the community, having them experience this. It can happen to anybody. And it's something for us as the business community to continue to share, continue to keep these conversations going, keep them top of mind. So thank you for sharing that. Next one. All right, so phishing scams. This one is probably around forever as well. So, we are always on our laptops, our phones. We're going to be exposed to these scams as long as we can probably imagine. So how to spot this scam? It's emails, or text messages that look real with a goal of getting you to download something or click a link. I can't count how many packages I have at the post office waiting for me. That link or email may ask you for a login or other sensitive information. And once breached, the hackers can stay in your system for a long time before acting. I was at a conference a few months ago, and they said a hacker is in your system for on average of 265 days before they hit you. So they're, watching your keystrokes, they're finding out where they can get the most bang for their buck. So even though you think you're protected, you still have to keep, like you said, you follow the procedures, follow your protocols. And this is scary. This is, we don't want to scare anybody, but you need to stay on alert when you're dealing with your business, with your payment systems and all that. So once breached, hackers can stay in your system for a very long time. So how to protect yourself against this? Think twice before downloading anything from the internet. And most importantly, beware of those urgent requests. Verify all requests to change sensitive information by phone. If something looks suspicious, contact the company directly. That's the best tips that we can provide for those. Ultimately, they're trying to get you off that email, off that text messages, into this download or into clicking, getting you off that onto something. And that's where the phishing is. So I know we've all have examples of this, so we could talk about this for a while. Is there anyone in particular that anyone would like to share that? Anyone? Yeah, we're always, yes, Jason.
Typically for email, this is something I talked to my parents about. I'm like, if there's a graphic in the email that seems a little blurry or pixelated and it's not high res, that's kind of one thing to look out for. Or if the text in an image is all, I guess if all the text is in one image rather than in a body of text, that can kind of be something to look out for, I think.
Right. Yeah. And it could be actual companies, let's say Target or your banking institution, like the post office, like it's all out there. We've all had it happen to us. Just think twice. Don't dial into that urgent request because it's going to be there. It'll be there tomorrow, do your research or just delete and block. I pretty much delete, report everything that I don't know who it is fully, because if you do business with them, they have your information. They know how to call you if it's that urgent. All right. So continuing on about email, the BEC business email compromise scams. Like we said, there's that urgent. There it is. Invoice for payment, urgent. Um, um, how to spot this scam. Emails appear to be from someone you know or target a select number of victims. They may ask for sensitive financial information. How to protect your business. You never believe these emails about, the gift cards, the pay, those payments that I told you about, the wire money, crypto, gift cards. Verify the email with the source. Beware of links you don't recognize. If you look at this sample here on this phone, there's like some spelling issues. You can see favor spelled wrong. There's just the invoice attached. So there's a lot of red flags with that. That's a whole nother presentation. I don't want to go too deep into that, but yeah, just those simple tips. Never believe emails about asking to buy gift cards or those other payment ways, like as mentioned before.
Oh yeah, and I definitely get emails from Dan saying that he's in a meeting and he needs me to purchase some gift cards immediately type of thing. No, there's no purchasing of gift cards, and on your phone, I do think it's harder sometimes. You look at an email and you just think, oh, it's someone I know. This should be just fine. Definitely click on it, if it's from some random Gmail account or, okay, this is fake. It's made to look very real sometimes.
Correct. All right. Who doesn't like winning an award, especially for your business that you worked so hard for? So that brings us to the vanity award scams. How to spot a scam. You get a message claiming you have won a vague award from an unknown organization. No information about the award criteria or why you won. Asked you to pay for the award or put a payment down. This is the big red flags of this one. Typically, as we were talking about earlier, we have our Torch Awards, and that's honoring ethical businesses in our community, which is October 3rd at the Summit Hotel. So making that our little plug for our event, but the whole process, there's a process, there's a nomination process. Someone nominated you, this person, this company, a staff member, what the prize is, where, there's a whole process to awards. And as exciting it is, potentially as a new business owner or a long-standing business, there's a nomination process and there's a whole strategy. You should never have to pay for an award like that. That is the big one. Or be asked to be some sort of sponsor or something for this award. So this is continuous. Will probably be around for a while. Everybody wants an award for their a business that they invest their blood, sweat, and tears in. So as exciting it would be to get a nice letter in the mail that you've been nominated for this award, just really take a second, step back, research this, go online, look up the award, see if it's valid. Has anyone experienced this or want to share a story?
Oh my gosh, I get at least one of these a week. I'm the most award-winning person on earth. And I think it's just because, I'm very visible, and honestly, once a week, every week, I get either an email or a phone call that, because of the amazing accomplishments with the Greater Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, I should be recognized. So, and there's always a cost then. Yeah.
Yeah. So phone calls, letters, emails. So, yes, it's out there. So, but our Torch Awards is a real one. So,
and it's varying amounts. Sometimes the award is, like $65, and sometimes it's, $2,000 to, get exposure on the internet, and, it's pretty wild.
Right. Well, thank you for sharing that. Our next one is the fake charity and donation requests. This is great for this time of year. November is National Giving Month. You'll see a rise in the donations. How to spot this scam? The scam emails, calls to try to con people into donating to potentially fake fundraisers, or like I said, November is National Giving Month. They also might be even claiming they sell a sponsorship for a local group. How to protect yourself against this is, watch for common sounding names. It could be, the Red Cross. It could be any of those bigger organizations that are bringing, or nonprofit, bringing to the community, helping in the community. A lot of times when there's a natural disaster that comes through, American Red Cross gets scanned. In their name, they get used, and even like, oh, American Red Cross, I'm going to click on that and donate to this hurricane fund, or whatever donation request is going through. So watch for those common sounding names. If you want to give, go directly to the organization. We have at bbb.org, we have a bbsgive.org, which verifies a charity before making a donation. So many people don't know we accredit businesses, and we also accredit charities. So people who have some money or want to donate a car, you can go to bbb.org and see accredited business. A lot of charities, there's we get a lot of phone calls about people donating to a charity, and there's not a lot of guidelines for charities. It's very loose. So if you were going to donate, you want a charity to be ethical, have, their paperwork reviewed, have these things. So we accredit charities, and we provide you with a list of charities that you can trust that your money will be used and it will use appropriately. So, and like I said, November is Wise National Giving Month. BBB has a Wise Giving Alliance. Consider giving to experience relief organizations. So, another thing we want to promote is, not promote, be wary of is the GoFundMe requests. We see these a lot. There's not a lot of regulation behind it. So, we recommend to really take a second look at those. We've had a lot of people thinking they were giving to a certain family in need or a certain organization, and that money did not go there. So that's something to remember this year as we want to give. We're good people. We want to donate to a charity. We want to give to a cause that we believe in. And if you want to make sure that you select a charity that is doing that, go to bbb.org to look up those charities. So has anyone had this experience to them they would like to share? All right, well, there's some things to think about this year as we lead into that time of year. All right, so back to employment scams. We did touch on this earlier. This is really a target towards those college students who are graduating and are pressured to get a job. And so they see a scam come through, which they feel is not a scam. It could come through on LinkedIn, social media, text message. We don't know how these scammers get these college graduates' information, but potentially just scanning through LinkedIn. I'm a graduate looking for work, now hiring, in the LinkedIn profile. So they're targeted that way. How to spot these scammers: use legitimate company names. It could be big names like Fifth Third, P&G, creating those fake job postings. Some pose as real employees from the company. So completely legit. These kids, these college kids, are out there. I mean, this could really happen to anyone, but it's really targeted to these college grads. Keep a record for if you are talking with your HR team. Keep a record of your job offers posted. Go on there and see if anyone's posting as your company, and then immediately remove them or alert them to that platform that this is a scam. Provide clear contact information and detailed job descriptions when you are posting a job. So these job sites, I'm sure, things are duplicated and copied. So even if you do have an actual job, make sure it is taken down when the position is filled. So yeah, these job sites, there's a lot of them. And just make sure you do report the fraudulent post if you see your company is looking to hire or is being posted a role that's not in existence. So has any stories to share on this one? Yes.
Looking for jobs during, I would say, starting with the pandemic, I think a lot of people started to find job scams. And I think a recurring theme was asking for payment to get access to a bunch of remote jobs or access to certain things. And I know some agencies might charge, but I think they're like Indeed doesn't charge, Glassdoor doesn't charge, LinkedIn. So I would say avoid the places that are asking for payment to find jobs.
Correct. I agree with that. We get these reports weekly of these employment scams. So it is still going on. It was really hot like in August, this summer, as with the college students. But this could be for anyone. You know, we're on LinkedIn. It's a professional website. Someone's approached me about a job. They look up the person. Oh, that person actually works for this company. You're believing that this is correct, and it's not. It's a scam, and they want you to fill out your information. They want to get your direct deposit information. You know, it's all very, very it's very matriculated. So yeah, so let's just keep that conversation going about this scam, especially if you have family members, or if you may not even have a college student, but just have, family members that age. All right, so these are, drum roll please, the big top trending ones currently. Online purchase scams. So the age group 18 to 24, they are the most scammed, but the older age groups, like the 55 and older, they lose the most money. So it's kind of affected on both ends of the spectrum, but this one's just going to stay hot. We are all shopping online. We TikTok shop, all those social platforms, Amazon. This isn't ever going to go away. So online purchase scams, make sure you are, if you're ordering your office supplies or whatever, make sure that you're reading your invoices, you are getting these items that you are ordering, and you can go to bbb.org to submit any fraudulent activity, and also you can block messages, text messages, all those from these businesses that you are getting scammed from. The next one's the cryptocurrency scams. There's only so much gold and silver in this world. Crypto is another asset. So people are, trying to learn about this. This is such a dynamic, complex currency. We're all learning about it. We want to know more. We want some of it. Make sure you research it. We get reports. BBB across the U.S. This is one of the big ones. No one really knows about it. We're learning. We're making mistakes. So do your research. Talk to someone who knows about it. I don't know about crypto, so I can't answer any questions with that. But it's so dynamic. It's so it's almost intangible. People are just wanting to grab onto it, and they're getting scammed. So make sure you do your research. Talk with someone. Look up companies at bbb.org if you want to work with a cryptocurrency company to learn more. As mentioned, also employment scams. It's a hot one, and it's especially when people are looking for work. There's a lot going on in our world, and people are they need work, they need jobs. We need to keep this economy flowing. So that's a hot one. And then home improvement scams. This is continually at the top of the list. This could be a roofer coming to your house to, give you an estimate, and then you give them a down payment and then they never come and do the work, or you pay half down, they start the work and then the company ghosts you. There is a ton of home improvement scams going around. So, go to trusted ethical businesses if you're looking to do a home improvement job. Our businesses are vetted. They are there for you for those home improvements. All right. So just to revisit the red flags. So these are the top red flags. So there's deadlines or pressure, requests to pay by gift card, wire transfer, or like a money app, told to keep it a secret, requesting private or personal information. So these are like the top red flags. If you're feeling any of these, that little, like that, you're a little Jiminy Cricket, this doesn't sound right. Like, let me check with someone. Let me pick up the phone. Let me actually like talk with someone from this company that's billing me or asking me to do this or this, asking for personal private information. Don't just do it, like really stop and think. How to protect yourself. A lot of people are like, there's basically, why do people engage? Like, why do people engage with scammers? You think, or everyone knows that that's a scam. Everybody knows this is. There's the top reasons why people engage is because the person, they seem like they had my information. I felt pressured to do it. They seemed like they were, they had information about my business. There's just a lot of factors, but you just have to remember to protect yourself. You have your records in order, have your invoice inspection process. Now is a good time to do that after, going through this slide deck. Talk with your controller. Is there 2 eyes on these invoices? Do a double check with your vendors. Be careful what information you share and protect your devices, educate your team. And this is just a good, this presentation is available if you want to share it with your companies, with your teams. Good reminders of things to look out for. Education is really the key to how we stop this from happening. And, this is just one of the many presentations that we have. And we always have more. If you want the BBB to come and share this information with your company or want to have us come and talk to them about the scams, we're always happy to do so. Great. Where am I here? Okay, so I've mentioned, Scam Tracker a few times. If you do spot a scam, you can report it to our Scam Tracker. It's a free tool that anyone can use to report suspected scams, whether you're a business or a consumer. Your reports run others, so we can avoid similar cons. As you can see there, it's easy. You can do it from your phone, your laptop. BBB Scam Tracker was voted as the best scam fighting tool in 2023 by the Global Anti-Scam Alliance and scamadvisor.com. It's a free service. You can also call our direct line at 513-421-3015. You will get an actual person on the phone. We are here to help you. And we have a whole team on our operations side who are processing these reports, and we have an investigation side, and we are here to help. We're here to create more trust in the marketplace through you guys reporting these incidents. So this Scam Tracker is used across the nation. It helps us manage scams that are in California, and they're monitored. Like if the same scam, and then they can track to the scammer, and they can be potentially forwarded to police and all that. So we are here to take those reports. And if you have a family member that lives in another state, they can use this. You just plug in your zip code and yeah, you report your scams. So this is a free tool and it is there for everyone. All right, so a lot of great information on scams. I don't know if anyone has any stories they want to share. If you have any further questions, my email is right here on the screen. I can share this to this presentation to anyone that you would like to see. We are here to provide as much information as we can. And if you want to learn more about these scams, we have more in-depth information at bbb.org. So I will turn the screen back over to, let's see. Does someone want to stop share? Okay, there we go. All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to share or expand upon? Yeah.
I have a question. I feel like there's a few scams going around regarding car batteries. Um, what would you say if there's a company and they come out to find you and they ask, do you want to do a refurbished battery or a new battery? And you opt for the refurbished. They say there's a warranty, and then you pay Venmo. Does that seem kind of like a scam?
Yes.
Okay.
Any of those any of those app wallet payments is a total scam. Businesses cannot run on that. There's no way to, once you give your money, that account can be closed and not tracked. So we do not recommend paying on those those wallet payments. Absolutely. That is not, you want to have an invoice, you want to have those that information to back your battery. And yeah, we do not recommend that at all.
Thank you.
And
I know.
those Venmo and Cash App are two of the most scam things. I mean, they're ridiculous.
They really are.
Yeah.
I think PayPal would be the most secure one out of them. We partner with them. They are an accredited business. So is Amazon, Capital One, Zelle. Zelle's also accredited. So yeah, it's still, you know, it's just a shot in the dark. And most businesses are not run. Most successful businesses are not run. And now if this is new, we actually have a whole thing rolling out, I think on automotive hub on our website with information. So you can probably learn more about that. They might have, I'm going to look into it since you said that.
Yeah.
Look into that scam, and I want to learn more about it as well. But yeah, we have an automotive hub rolling out this month and a lot of information. There's been a lot of scams with cars, and I need to research this because this is new. So thank you for sharing that. I'm going to dive into that one.
There was one more that I wanted to add too. So I feel like about 15 years ago, when Craigslist was kind of the big site people used for housing, and I noticed that there was always a recurring template for text. The person would say that they're offering housing, and the three things that you would look out for was they would say that they were out of state or out of country. The next thing they would say that they were on a mission trip or volunteering somewhere. And the third thing was, send me the money and we'll send you the key.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's still circulating, but I know that there were people that definitely fell for that scam years ago. And it was, again, the same template. It was out of state, out of country, volunteering or on a mission trip. Send us the money, we'll send you the key. And that was...
Yes. Yes, that we had some calls. We had some calls on that. And housing for college students, I think that was the target too. So yeah, it's good to have these conversations and share that. And I'm looking forward to learning more about this battery scam. So thank you for sharing that one also.
The big one I've also been hearing about is vacation rentals. And rentals in general, you know, long-term rentals where people send a deposit, they've looked at the pictures, And sometimes there's even a physical building. They go look at the building and they agree to rent it and find out afterwards that the person they've been talking to doesn't even own it.
Yes. We have had many reports on rentals. People thinking they're, I can't imagine experiencing that, with your family. You're pulling up to this house that you rented at the beach, and no, you didn't. It was total scam. Like, I just can't imagine experience that. We have tips on finding, if you're going to be doing a vacation rental, travel tips, all those things, to just really, even like, it happens to everyone. We've had people here in our office get scammed on a vacation rental. Or a bad experience at an Airbnb, like not reading the reviews. We have to read the reviews. We have to do our research. We have to do our part. We just want to just make, trust that these businesses are ethical, and they're not even, some of them are not even in existence. So just always do your research. It just, it's a headache, but we have to do that to, not lose our money and be scammed.
Is Airbnb pretty good about vetting the the people that are posting on there, or can you get scammed on Airbnb as well?
I think you can get scammed. We've had some calls come in. I don't know the whole logistics about with Airbnb, but we have had some reports, and you can look at reviews. If you go down, if you pick out, this people are mostly just looking at the home and the all the thing it offers. But if you go down, if you continue to scroll down, you can look at the reviews on the rating of how this person handles the whole process, the home. A lot of people just go to the pictures. Oh, 3-bedroom, outside pool, like lake view. But no, keep scrolling down, keep looking at their reviews. People don't do that. And then it's like, I went back. I should have looked at those reviews. I wouldn't have picked them. So, we got to keep doing our homework. I know it's more work for us, but it protects us. Yes.
Um, what I don't know if you're able to talk about this. What are your thoughts on the business Temu, the new place that people are shopping for really, really cheap? They're getting it from out of the country. I've heard a lot of people say that it's unsafe with your information. What are your
We've had
thoughts?
a ton of reports from Timu, for sure. We have. And I think we spoke with John Matarese about this. Oh, this was in the spring, I believe, when people were really getting hit by it, not getting their shipments. Yeah, we've taken a lot of reports on Scam Tracker for that. So I personally don't shop on there because of that, and I don't have the app down. I was going to download the app. My friends, we talk, you can get all this stuff. Well, it's not, the app's not safe. So I took it off my phone, and but yeah, we've gotten reports from that. So I can't say either way, but I can say personally, I would not use that. Any online shopping, an app on your phone, we don't know what all those apps are seeing. It's a risk. It's a risk for sure. And a lot of times, once these companies from different countries get your address, they'll start sending you things. And it's a scam. It's a scam. They want you to contact them back. Like, you could get like 100 ping pong balls, right? Or anything, just random, or Tupperware, but actually that's a scam too. So if you're getting packages that are not, even office supplies, if you're getting office supply, like, they're wanting to get into your system. So please return, please mark, we did not order this. Everything you can do, but don't claim it. Don't keep taking those packages. That's trending right now. Lots of things to, just continually stay alert. You want to protect your business, you want to protect your family, protect your money, protect your future. A lot of these scams are are out there, and the hacker is in your system for hundreds and hundreds of days. So the much as you can do to protect yourself, we can't stress that enough. We could have a lot of coffee conversations about that.
Definitely.
We, our IT supplier, Microsoft, has talked about, scammers getting into somebody's system, and they wait for years, especially with corporations. They're waiting for the right moment that they can do the most damage, and that could be 2 or 3 years that they wait. It's really frightening.
It is. It's very frightening. Yeah, our operations team, they are taking these calls, and it's sad. It's these stories are really hard. These people are put all their money into their businesses, and some people are getting getting scammed and taken advantage of. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard to hear these stories. And what we can do, what our part is to keep these conversations going and report as much as we can. A lot of that consumer awareness too. We really want to promote best practices to our consumers in our service territory. So not just business owners, but to consumers and who are making their decisions. We want to promote the best ethical businesses and practices, and just keep these things at the forefront, all these scams and tips, red flags, and things that we can do to protect ourselves.
Well, Megan, Laura said that you had promised a really amazing and informative presentation, and you have certainly delivered on that. So
thank you.
I want to thank you, and I'm going to turn it back to Laura to prepare us to shut down and prepare for the next session.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here, Megan. So if you want to email me that presentation, if anybody has any questions, they can always contact us, or they can contact you directly to get that presentation, or if they have any need for you to make presentations to their company, please, feel free to reach out to Megan. She's got a lot of expertise here, obviously.
Also, Laura, I'm interrupting you. Sorry.
You may.
Don't forget to send us the information about the awards. I'll look at my calendar and see if it's something we could attend.
Wonderful. We'd love to have all of you.
We would love to be there.
Was that a test? Was that a test to scam us on the awards?
No.
There's a real.
But I love your critical eye. I love that.
Well, it definitely pays to be cautious. My CEO messages me asking to go buy gift cards for something that's not a normal request. I'm sorry, I'm in a meeting, all that urgency. Definitely walk across the hall, down the hall to the next floor, wherever you need to go, and ask some questions. Don't reply to that communication, go directly to whoever it is. Because we've heard of businesses being scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars by someone, making an innocent mistake. You didn't follow protocol. Definitely take a few minutes and be cautious. So very, very great information. We're happy to have you here, Megan. So we'll be back in a couple weeks. Our next Coffee and Conversations is Tuesday, September 24th. So check out what we've got coming up for that. And we hope to see you all in a couple weeks then. All right, thank you for being here.
This is available on YouTube if you want to review it. So
that's correct. So be on our YouTube channel today, and we've got all the Coffee and Conversations resource there, and also on our Facebook page. So if anyone has any questions, please let us know. We'll see you all in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.